You have a few great dates. The conversation flows, you laugh, and you start to feel a spark of genuine connection. It feels promising, like this could be the start of something real. And then, suddenly, there's nothing. Your texts go unanswered. Your calls are ignored. The digital line goes cold, and you're left in a void of silence. You've been ghosted. This experience has become incredibly common in the world of modern relationships. It leaves the person on the receiving end feeling confused, hurt, and asking one simple question: why? To understand why people ghost, we have to look at the decision from their perspective. For them, the connection isn't as strong, or perhaps something has changed in their life or their feelings. They arrive at a psychological crossroads. On one path is a difficult, awkward conversation where they have to explain themselves, manage another person's emotions, and deal with potential conflict. On the other path is silence. No conflict, no awkwardness, and no emotional effort required. They simply disappear. It's a clean break, at least for them. The number one reason people choose the path of silence is a powerful and deeply human instinct: conflict avoidance. Most of us are wired to run from confrontation. Difficult conversations create anxiety, stress, and feelings of guilt. They are emotionally expensive. Ghosting allows someone to sidestep all of that negative emotion. In their mind, it feels like the path of least resistance. They aren't actively making a choice to be cruel. They are making a choice to avoid their own discomfort. It's a move focused entirely on self-preservation. The silence you experience isn't about you as a person. It's a strategy they use to protect themselves from a conversation they feel unequipped or unwilling to handle. Another major factor is the very design of modern dating apps. Swiping through hundreds of profiles can create a powerful sense of emotional distance. People can start to feel less like complex human beings and more like disposable options in a vast digital catalog of potential partners. This psychological distance makes it easier to forget that there is a real person with real feelings on the other side of the screen. The connection feels less tangible. When the stakes feel low and the person feels less real, the perceived cost of disappearing drops to almost zero. It doesn't feel like a significant social transgression. The paradox is that the platform that connects you also creates the emotional buffer that makes ghosting feel acceptable. Sometimes, ghosting isn't even a single, conscious decision. It can be the slow, creeping result of ambiguity and emotional paralysis. The person might not know what they want. They aren't sure if they want to continue seeing you, but they also aren't sure if they want to end it for good. Faced with this paralyzing uncertainty, the easiest option is to do nothing at all. They put off the decision, telling themselves they will reply later. But later never comes. The silence stretches from hours to days, and eventually, their non-decision becomes a decision in itself. Finally, there is a distinct lack of social consequences. In a small town or a tight-knit community, disappearing without a word would damage your reputation. People would know, and you would be held accountable for your actions. But in the vast, anonymous world of online dating, there is often no social cost. You can ghost someone and simply move on to the next match with no repercussions. Without that social accountability, the behavior is never corrected. So what is the core decision-making principle at play here? Ghosting is ultimately a failure of empathy, driven by a deep desire for self-preservation. It is rarely born from a place of malice, or a conscious desire to inflict pain on another person. Instead, it comes from a place of prioritizing one's own emotional comfort above all else. The ghoster is solving their own problem, which is how to avoid an uncomfortable situation. They choose the path that requires the least emotional energy for them, without fully considering the confusion and hurt that path creates for someone else. If you find yourself in a position where you are tempted to ghost someone, the solution is to reframe the choice you are making. It's not a choice between confrontation versus comfort. You can frame it as a choice between respect versus disrespect. A simple, kind message is all it takes. Hey, I really enjoyed meeting you, but I don't feel we have a romantic connection. I wish you the best. It offers closure, shows respect, and allows you both to move forward.